I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Coming to you from Rome Echo Island RV Resort, Colville, Utah, just outside of Park City. We're here getting ready for our High Desert Hangout event. Looking forward to seeing a lot of Mile Marker members and some other folks in the RV Miles community here. If you're interested in coming to an event like this, we have our Homecoming Rally coming at the end of September this year. It's a real blast celebrating the end of the traditional camping season. We hope to see you there. All the information is in the description. First up, tough times for workers at several RV manufacturers in Indiana and Michigan. Last month, I shared that Heartland RV and its subsidiaries, Cruiser RV and DRV Luxury Suites, are all one brand, Heartland. They are now under another brand. They're reorganizing under the Jayco brand. All of these companies are wholly owned subsidiaries of Thor Industries, the largest RV manufacturer in the world. But they do generally act like independent companies, or at least Heartland does with its sub-brands, and Jayco does and all that. Heartland has been struggling as of late, and the reorganization under Jayco was to bring some stability back into the company. Well, now Jayco is dramatically cutting the Heartland RV workforce. I'm hearing all kinds of stories about whether Heartland, Cruiser RV, and DRV are closing entirely. I doubt things are going that far, at least not with all three brands, and Heartland has yet to release any statement on the matter. What we do know is that Heartland is closing entirely its plant in Sturgis, Michigan, and 121 workers there will be losing their jobs. That facility is only 2 years old and was partially funded through a Michigan Economic Development grant. Heartland filed a legally required Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act notice, called a WARN notice, with the state of Michigan on April 21st, announcing the pending closure in approximately 60 days. The document states that no severance program for the employees is expected. And then according to the Elkhart Truth, which is the local newspaper for the Elkhart, Indiana area, where about 80% of all RVs are manufactured, Heartland has also sent a lot of employees, up to 500 in total between the Sturgis closure and Elkhart and Middlebury closures, have been given some form of notification. But notices in the state of Indiana have not yet been published on the Indiana WARN website. Workers at plants from all three brands have been posting on message boards looking for work, but the full extent of the layoffs and the future of the brands isn't yet clear, and Heartland has yet to issue a statement on the matter or reply to any press inquiries. Whatever happens, we do know that parts, dealer, and warranty service has now moved under the Jayco umbrella, and Jayco intends to continue that role. Heartland has announced that they've made the decision to cancel their 2025 Heartland National Rally. I've seen several employees on these message boards saying that Cruiser RV and DRV plants in particular in Elkhart and Middlebury are indeed closing. But that doesn't mean that those brands won't be reincorporated into other plants. Heartland and now the entire Jayco umbrella have lots of plants. That said, it's probably time to cull some of the brand names out there. I'm really surprised we haven't seen too much of that yet. I do think there's still a lot of hurt to come for the RV industry this year. But even with the current continued downturn in the industry and the shadow of these layoffs, the RV industry keeps posting increased numbers. Results for the RV Industry Association's March 2025 survey of manufacturers found that total RV shipments, so that's RVs that are built and then sent off to dealers, not necessarily sold, ended the month with 37,348 units. That's an increase of 15.8% compared to March of 2024. To date, RV shipments are up 13.9% on the year, with 97,848 units. Quote, heading into the summer selling season, RV shipments are up nearly 14% in the first quarter, and our research shows an estimated 72 million Americans planning RV trips this year, said RV Industry Association President and CEO Craig Kirby. While we're keeping a close eye on consumer confidence and potential tariff effects, one thing remains clear: even in times of economic uncertainty, Americans turn to travel and the outdoors. The RV lifestyle has an enduring appeal, offering freedom, flexibility, and memorable adventures on the open road. Towable RVs led by conventional travel trailers ended the month up 17.1% from last March. Motorhomes finished the month up 4.4%. More in a moment, but first, this episode is sponsored by the folks at RV Life. The RV lifestyle is about community, and the RV community is at the heart of RV Life. RV Life recently celebrated the 1 millionth trip planned with RV Life Trip Wizard, their excellent trip planning tool for RVers, featuring all the trusted reviews, pictures, and tips from their RV Life campground site. RV Life also features several blog sites and over 20 additional RVing forums to serve the RV community. All this experience and community feedback come together to help create a fantastic RV trip planner and mobile navigation tool collectively called RV Life Pro. RV Life has marked a milestone of over 3 billion miles traveled using RV Life Pro, counting both the planned RV trips and ad hoc navigation within the included RV Safe mobile app. Take 25% off RV Life Pro at the link in the description for this episode. There's some news from RV Life to share as well. RV Life is now integrated with Harvest Host. You can now connect your Harvest Host account with RV Life to see Harvest Host locations directly on your RV Life Trip Wizard map. We actually just did it for the travels out here. We stayed at 2 Harvest Hosts on the way out here. If you want to make the connection, head over to Trip Wizard, log in, and click on the Research tab in the right side of the screen. Select the Points of Interest tab and look for the Harvest Host pill, where you'll see Connect Account. You'll still need to actually book Harvest Host locations through the Harvest Host platform, but for those who heavily use the RV Life Trip Wizard app for route planning and discovery, this is a great way to find locations for quick overnights along the way and to save Harvest Host locations as part of a past trip or a dream trip. Grand Design has announced the next entry into the motorhome segment under their Lineage nameplate, a Class B adventure-type motorhome, the Lineage Series VT. It's built on the all-wheel drive Ford Transit chassis with a fully integrated pop-top option, allowing the rig to comfortably sleep 4. The van features an Aqua Haven rain shower system, allowing campers to adjust the space from living room to shower. There's an industry-first built-in undermount induction cooktop by InvisiCook, essentially an invisible induction cooktop in the counter that saves counter space, and an AC system that moves the AC components off your roof to save space while delivering superior cooling at 20,000 BTU capacity in near silence, they say. There's a panoramic double-pane skylight and more. These clips are courtesy of our friends over at Matt's RV Reviews. I'll link to the full tour in the description if you want to check out Matt's tour of it. It's a really great unit with some interesting solutions. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency will be allowing fuel stations to sell gasoline with up to 15% ethanol this summer. E15 fuel is generally authorized through May 1st each year, but EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin said that he plans to keep issuing waivers through September 15th, the date when the federal government would typically allow E15 sales in all states again. Most gasoline sold across the U.S. is blended with up to 10% ethanol, but 15% blends generally cost at least 10 cents less a gallon than E10. They also get worse fuel mileage. The EPA prohibited its sale during the summer in the past over concerns that its use during the summer driving season could increase smog, but the EPA has relaxed restrictions on E15, granting a series of short-term waivers in 2022, 2023, and 2024 to allow its sale nationwide through the summer. And last year, the EPA issued a ruling allowing year-round sales in 8 Midwestern states, the nation's top corn producers, of course. Ethanol consumes about 40% of the nation's corn crop. General Motors has launched a voluntary recall of nearly 900,000 full-size trucks and SUVs from model years 2021 through 2024 because of repeated engine failures. The company has also ordered dealers not to sell remaining 2024 models in their inventory until they can be repaired. The recalled vehicles include 2021 to 2024 Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500 trucks, the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban, and the Cadillac Escalade. GM announced the recall itself before the government published any relevant information, which is rare, but the recall is born from a National Highway Traffic Safety Administration investigation that began in January. They were looking into complaints that bearing rods in the 6.2-liter V8 could fail, leading to engine seizure. GM decided to voluntarily recall the engines rather than wait for the investigation results. Dealerships will inspect the engines, and depending on what technicians find, they may repair the rods or replace the engine entirely. They'll also give every engine a higher viscosity oil and a new oil filter and fill cap, even if they find nothing wrong. And Ram truck owners should watch out for a spike in thefts of infotainment screens. Thieves are breaking into trucks and ripping out the big Uconnect 5 dashboard screens, according to Mopar insiders. These screens are valuable on the black market because they can be put into trucks that didn't get the upgrade, or if somebody broke their screen, it's a much cheaper replacement to find one on eBay than it is to go directly through Ram. The screen is held in place by just 2 screws and a few simple clips. A thief can yank the screen out in under a minute. Finally, there's been a rash of social media posts touting the end of overnight stays at Cracker Barrel restaurants. Cracker Barrels have long been friendly overnight stops for RVers, often with RV-sized parking spots available. The posts say that Cracker Barrel has a new policy banning overnight stays nationwide. I reached out to Cracker Barrel Media Relations for comment and received the following statement. Cracker Barrel's policies have not changed. It's still a store-by-store decision. The decision is based on factors like local ordinances and laws, the size and the layout of the parking lot, among other things. Just always make sure to ask before you stay somewhere. So I hope that clears all that up. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. If you got something out of this video, hit the like button. If you want more like it, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.